Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Just finished working on the Craftsman sander, and I'm very happy with the result. I'll show you what I did. Now with the Parker Kalon number OX metal punch, I'll be able to poke a hole right where I need it. The Parker Kalon is a metal punch. It's a material punch. It'll punch steel, paper, all kinds of things. Really works out nice for punching saw blades. Now this was the last one that I purchased. I got this one at a estate sale, and it was amazingly good shape. It's just sitting there on the shelf, and I picked it up. My first one was this Whitney. Now the Whitney is a beast. It has a lot more capacity as far as depth, and also it is a lot more popular. So unfortunately, when I started to punch the switch cabinet, switch plate. So unfortunately, when I started to punch the mounting bracket for the switch on the Craftsman sander. So unfortunately, when I started to punch the switch bracket on the Craftsman sander, I picked up the Parker Kalon because it was on top of the stack. The Parker Kalon is a great punch. It does a very nice job. But the depth that it'll punch to is much shorter than the Whitney, which I didn't realize at the time. So when I went to punch the second one, well, I couldn't reach. I could have walked over and picked up the Whitney, and it would have done the punch just fine. I have the requisite punches and everything else. Just
sometimes it requires.
Didn't recognize that there was an issue.
Why would that bother me? The mounting bolts ended up needing a 3/8 hole anyway, so the Whitney couldn't have punched that hole size even if I wanted to.
Kind of a pain in the butt, but it's going together. I'm trying to use stuff. I should have a strain relief connector for this, but I don't happen to have one. And this will work. It's just not the best. And bring it over here and put it up in there, trim it off, put some crimp on ends on it. Mount this plug onto this wire and that'll be done. To maintain polarity, black wire goes to the black terminal, the white wire goes to the silver terminal, and the green wire goes to the green terminal. Pretty straightforward. Okay, that's nice and secure. Now I gotta clear up all these tools and then we can test it. Bearings sound good. It's a little out of balance. Of course, spinning at that rate of speed with that large a diameter wheel, even a little bit of weight difference is going to make a big impact on the balance of the thing. It does have some shake in that bearing, not up and down, just back and forth. And I think I can probably take that up by shimming it. We'll have to see what kind of bearings it's got on the inside. I imagine it's got a thrust bearing that's showing a little wear. People don't oil these as much as they should. First thing I checked when I picked it up was whether it was shaky. Going this way, not a problem. Up and down, that means replacing the bearings. That means it's more trouble than it's worth. Even though something like this is a cool thing and I would probably go ahead and put bushings in it if I owned it already, but a buying decision, yeah, okay, if it's got a problem like that, I'm not going to buy it. But the noise is all these veins going through this opening. Acts like a siren. Low vibrations, the out of balance. Runs pretty smooth though. And this switch, back out of the way, it's not going to get in any trouble. Easy to operate. Good long cord on it. I'm happy. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop it out in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.